So, hey friends, we are back with another interesting topic, and this topic is about Subhash Chandra Bose. So, I know that I have already made several topics on that personality, but I can't stop myself because if I start second podcast channel and just read the whole biography of Subhash Chandra Bose, it would contain hundreds and thousands of episodes because the biography is unlimited and is like an ocean. So, starting with our topic, biography of Subhash Chandra Bose. In this part, we are going to cover three phases of his life: his childhood, his college personality, and later his army manship. So, returning to his childhood, when Subhash Chandra Bose was in 10th standard, he got the second rank. Later, he went on to the Presidential College of India, British College it was. So he studied there and he was also a good student. He was the main member of political students union. He was the head of students union. But he saw that a English teacher, a British teacher, used to beat Indian students severely without any reason. Imagine to yourself, if your teacher comes to you and beats you with no reason, how would you feel? That's what that time Subhash Chandra Bose felt. Later he complained to principal, headmaster, wrote letters to them, but nothing happened. After 3-4 times, when teacher again started beating Indian students and follow racism, Subhash Chandra Bose with his friends go to that British teacher in his cabin and beat him severely like he used to beat. So later he was just dismissed from Presidential College because of his misbehavior. Later, Subhash Chandra Bose's father said him that, look beta, go to England, study for ICS, clear it and start working for British administration. His father was barrister, a top level barrister, and his family was also elite one. So Subhash Chandra Bose went to England, studied for ICS, and let me clarify that ICS was more difficult, was more intense than UPSC. Because if you compare ICS and UPSC, in UPSC you can cover the syllabus in just 2 years, minimum 2 years, and in ICS you will have to cover the syllabus between 4 to 5 years are needed to prepare for ICS, because it was the exam for officer level and was very intense. Within 9 months, my friends, Subhash Chandra Bose cleared that exam, and he used to read newspapers, and he found that in one of the article, the Indian people were suffering from cholera and other diseases, severe diseases like typhoid and other very dangerous diseases, and British administration overlooked it and they didn't do anything. Then Subhash Chandra Bose felt very bad. What he did, okay, let me give you an example. Take yourself. Your rank in UPSC is at point 2, means you are at second position, topper, okay, and you just wanted to resign. You are told to resign. Will you do it? I hope not. Subhash Chandra Bose resigned and came to India, and the news of his resign was spread like a wildfire in all, means in England and in India. Papers were at headline that Subhash Chandra Bose resigned, the topper resigned the ICS. And ICS was more difficult, not a bit difficult, for Indians because syllabus was different and many other things. And nearly 50 to 70 people came just to see the personality who resigned the ICS, who just kicked the topmost civil servant position. So people just saw him and just got influenced from him. Subhash Chandra Bose thought that, oh my god, people are influencing because I just resigned. If I would do some more practices, if I would continue my movement, then I can unite all people from India, all the people from India, and just keep it in your mind that 40,000 British were ruling 2.5 billion people of India. Okay, that is a sad fact but true. And Subhash Chandra Bose knew that. So he started uniting. He joined Indian National Congress. But as he was an extremist leader, he was means not supported by Gandhian movement. And when British were indulged in Second World War, Subhash Chandra Bose gave an idea to Mahatma Gandhi that we should now plot and plan to attack British because they are weak at this movement. So what Mahatma Gandhi said is, Subhash, look, British are going to give us a dominion status. It's like independence. But Subhash Chandra Bose told him that, no, Mr. Gandhi, dominion status is we can form our own government, we can form our own police, but the decisions of army and economy would be taken by British. I want a separate country. I want a Purna Swaraj. Later, let me clarify. First of all, let me clarify. There was no dispute between Gandhi and Subhash Chandra Bose, Nehru and Subhash Chandra Bose. So many people just misclarify it. There were ideological differences, but not differences between the personalities. Both used to love each other, but there were some ideological differences. It happens between two best friends, okay? Then later, due to the fear of Subhash Chandra Bose, Gandhiji just plot an election. He did election in Indian National Congress that whoever would win would be the president of Indian National Congress. Subhash Chandra Bose stood up for the election, and later the Gandhiji's candidate also stood up for the election. Merely Gandhiji's candidate was from South India, and later Gandhiji's candidate lost election and Subhash Chandra Bose won. Gandhiji thought that how can this happen? What Gandhiji spoke in public was, the defeat of this candidate is my defeat. But still Subhash Chandra Bose won because people used to get influenced from his voice. People used to just wait in lines to see him. But later, Gandhi very politely said, Subhash Chandra Bose, you are now the president of Congress. But my friend, Congress is a non-violence party. Please, can you just resign because you are an extremist leader? Subhash Chandra Bose said, yes, my lord, you are my teacher and whatever you say is my order. He just resigned from Indian National Congress presidential post. Later, he was also arrested by police because of his wildfire extremist movements and also his speeches. He was tortured, and when he was at home, secret police of India used to overlook him. But later, Subhash Chandra Bose one day have a thought. England is busy in Second World War. Axis powers are Germany, Italy and Japan. What if I could make friendship with them and start a war? I don't know whether it is successful or not, but it will be effective. Subhash Chandra Bose went on to Germany. First he went on to Russia, Moscow. So how he went? There is a different story, which is Subhash Chandra Bose was been overlooked by CID, or we can call them as secret police. He covering his mouth and putting large beard. He was hiding in the car's trunk, and with non-stop distance from India to Pakistan, Pakistan, nowadays it is called as Pakistan to Kazakhstan, and later to Moscow. He went to Moscow, but he met Stalin, and Stalin was also influenced. He sent him to Germany because Stalin told Subhash Chandra Bose that, look, friend, we are allies, we are allied power, and if I want to help you, I cannot. Sorry, my friend, but I'll help you. What Stalin did is he gave him some currency of Germany and sent him. He went on to Germany. He wanted to meet Hitler, but he couldn't. The officials used to deny that how can an Indian who is allies of British meet Hitler. But later, due to more and more requests, his request was granted. Later, when he was sitting at Hitler's office, Hitler was a bit shocked that how can an Indian come here, because he thought that he had come to kill me. So he first sent his a duplicate person looking like Hitler. The person went there. Subhash Chandra Bose was not knowing about this, okay? The person went there and said, "Hi, I am Hitler." Subhash Chandra Bose, folding his two hands, folding in his two hands, said, "No, my friend, you are not a Hitler. Sorry, please call the real Hitler." The second person came and just repeated what the first person repeated. Subhash Chandra Bose also said, "You are not Hitler, my friend. Please go and call the real Hitler." When Hitler came to know about this, he was shocked that how can a person just not identify? How can a person just said that he is not a Hitler? The real Hitler went on him and just stood far away from him at the distance, means very long. At very long he stood, and Subhash Chandra Bose said, "He is the real Hitler." The Hitler was happy and just said, "How did you identify me?" So, what Subhash Chandra Bose told is very interesting. He told that you are the boss of Germany, you are the leader of Germany, and I am here to grant a help. I am here to take a help from you. So, how can you just wish me like this? You should be at a top position. Your duplicates came and first they shake hands, but in return, first they shake hands. That was the flaw in them. But the real Hitler wouldn't shake his hand. He would just ask, "What do you want?" So Hitler was very happy. Later, he just influenced Hitler too. And then Hitler and Subhash Chandra Bose became close friends. Later, Hitler, who captured the prisons of war, of Indian prisons of war, let them free. It was risky, but he let them free. Subhash Chandra Bose made his army in Germany, and later he found that Germany was too far from India. Later Hitler just gave him an idea. He said, "Why don't you go to Japan? Because Japan is close to India and they have occupied many territories near India." Later, Subhash Chandra Bose also liked the plan, and with a submarine, my friends, it was not simple. With a submarine, he went on to the Japanese island near India, Japanese occupied island. Later, he went on to meet Hideki Tojo, the Prime Minister of Japan. Okay? He was also not so sensible person, but due to Hitler has told that my person is coming there, he just go and meet Subhash Chandra Bose. They were sitting, and it was a formal talk that what should we do and all. Later, Subhash Chandra Bose pinpointed him that Asia should be of Asians. You also follow Lord Buddha's teaching, Lord Buddha, great God Buddha. we Indians also follow Lord Buddha's teaching. Then why are they British and this form